What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about 10 cards that I think are underrated in the sets. This was requested through my Instagram, and I'm going to have to, just say this is not investment advice. This is my personal opinion. So with all that out of the way, let's get right into it. And at number 1, I have Carbide. You guys know how much I love Carbide. I think he's a great card, definitely top 25 from all the sets. Like I said, this is my personal opinion, but I think Carbide from Season 4 was so loved. Everyone loved Season 4. And it's widely considered, in my opinion, the best season. And I think the majority of people that played back then would say it's the best season that experienced the entirety of Chapter 1 or most of it, and then Chapter 2, 3, and 4. So, and then at number 2, Arctic Assassin came out in Season 1. OG tryhard skin that was used a lot in the OG tournaments, like Summer Skirmish and Friday Fortnite. And Fearless also Warrior, which gives her big help. Number 3, I have Snorkel Ops. Another one like this came out early in Chapter 1 and was used a lot in the OG tournaments like the Summer Skirmish and Friday Fortnite and the World Cup. And who was the streamer or YouTuber that wore? But there was a big-time streamer YouTuber back in Chapter 1 that wore. I can't remember the name right now. Number 4, Mission Specialist from the Chapter 1 Season 3 Battle Pass, the Orange Jonesy Astronaut. Again, was super used back then. Probably one of the most used skins back then because, what was he, Tier 1 or Tier 15 or something in the Battle Pass. So you bought the Battle Pass back then, you have him. And, he was so used. So many people liked him. And, if just a few of those people that played back then and used him, because so many people did decide, these Fortnite cards are cool. I want to get me a cool Mission Specialist card. I think this card, I know it could go up huge. It could be a top 50 card from Series 1. And going along that same thing, we got Dark Voyager, exact same concept. Season 3, people love that skin. People use this skin. So those both tie together. At number 6, I have Raptor, the C-Day skin. And people still use Raptor this day. He has the glow style, and he has the OG style. People still use both. And he's just iconic, honestly. There's no way around that. He's definitely in top 50 for Series 1. Number 7, we go into Series 2. Bushranger. Bushranger is loved by the kids, the fans, anyone in the community likes Bushranger. And he had a little bit of storyline back in Chapter 2, Season 8, where it was he died and regrow, he was replanted and regrew. It's part of the storyline with the last reality. And in Chapter 3, Season 3, with the reality tree on the map, he tied into that too. So he has storyline. People love him. People use him. So I think Bushranger, I put him in my top 20 for Series 2. I think right on the edge of being in and out. I think right around 17. So I think he's a really good card. And at number 8, I have Zenith from Series 2. Back in Chapter 1, Season 7, everyone used Zenith. He was Tier 1. Nobody didn't use Zenith. It's everyone used it. I want to keep saying this. Everyone used Zenith. I know I'm repeating myself, but I want to get this across. He was so used back then, and that's one of the most loved seasons too. People think back on Season 7 all the time. The Christmas season, with the planes and the snow and everything. It was just a great season. The Infinity Blade. And he's one of those skins that just kind of encaptures that along with the Prisoner, who didn't make this list, but I kind of wanted to just for this reason. And that he has storyline, but I wouldn't say the Prisoner's underrated, but Zenith is. At number 9, from Series 3, we have Woolly Warrior. Ties along to the same thing as Zenith. In the next Christmas season, Chapter 2, Season 1, which a lot of people said it was too long, but during the Christmas time, that season was so fun. Everyone loved the Christmas time of that season because they had those Star Wars lightsabers out, and they gave away the Jonesy Christmas tree and Woolly Warrior. And Woolly Warrior was a sweat skin for a while in Chapter 2. So you can't go wrong with a skin that was free, and everyone has, and even sweats like to use her. And for the final one, rounding out the list of these 10 cards, is Brutus from Chapter 2, Season 2. So the reason why I put him on here, this is kind of a wild take. I think it's a little bit of bias on my end here, but I think he belongs on here. I really like Brutus, but I like the minigun in-game. And I think a lot of people did. The Grotto was a great POI. They even kind of redid the Grotto with Gunner in Chapter 3, Season 1 and 2 with Covert Cannon and Command Cavern, whatever it was named, both those. So there's that. With Brutus, was just a better version of that inside of the grotto, and the minigun was better than Gunner, Stinger, SMG. And a lot of people use Brutus. There's a lot of memes about him, because he's such a huge skin, like the way he was built. But that's just this is my top 10 underrated skins. This is not even top 10. This is just 10 skins / cards I think are underrated in Fortnite trading cards. So if you guys agree or disagree, you can let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed, you can like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.